Hello, Black29 here, and I'm joined by
Spinner94 here.
And here's another Pokemon battle, and in this battle, this is a battle of both Toxic and Bulk.
Yeah, it's one of those battles as sometimes you can have two bulky teams versing each other, and it's basically whoever makes the players win. In a battle royale, as I say, people you got to bring these bulky mons because sweepers don't generally work in these.
No. And the amount of bulk we're gonna see here is just unbelievable. So let's check this battle out. Alright, as we peruse the stadium, which I do believe it's a bit of annoyance, but hey, we gotta go through it, and that's why we speed this up a bit. We start off with 2 polygons and this little thing right here. I don't know what the hell it is.
Pikamuki fights by throwing its own guts.
Ugh, really?
Yeah, it's mental.
What is with these guys in their lore?
It's just you can get away with a load of weird crap in Pokemon, and it's because no one reads the decks, but the people who read the decks are like, oh wow, interesting.
Alright, as we start the battle, we start off with all the parties together with a few downloads. So Stucky downloads, I download, and I get attack rolls.
It's not what we want really at this point, is it?
No. Then Safe Duck comes out with a Toxic on the Spider, and then I believe I come out with a Toxic. I come out with a Toxic.
Basically, if it's going to be a move in this match, it's most likely going to be Toxic.
Yep. And then another Toxic I think shows up, but Stockpile comes in from the Arachnid, and this really helps it bulk up a bit on its defenses.
Oh yeah, Stockpile is a really good move. Not a lot of people use it. I want to run up a Stockpile Arachnid someday, but it's a case of getting a hold of it and all this stuff.
Yep, and there's another Toxic.
Yeah, so 3 out of 4 moves in this match is a Toxic so far, so it's basically it's Toxic Stall Fest as we go sort of done.
Oh yeah, and we're not done with a Toxic yet, because one more Toxic does show up, and this time it'll be on me, because I'm the last guy who doesn't get Toxic. But first, Ice Wing comes in, I get whacked. I take it.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot, is it? No. This is going to be one of those battles. It's going to be like recover is your best friend. It's not as bad as I had in the last generation. Near the end of last gen, everyone was just running these big bulky teams, and it was ridiculous. Because all that would happen is you just bulk. All the people would run as bulks. So it was like the one guy who'd run like a brute with a setup move would win.
Yeah, and there we go, get poisoned. And this is where the whole story process begins.
It's one of those things. It's interesting when you're doing these on stream. It's just these stall matches, and it's like a match can take anywhere from like 10 to half an hour.
Yeah.
It reminds me when I stole bloody Ice out with a Toxapex.
Yeah.
Toxapex is becoming like the new king of stall.
Yeah, and Ice was very salty about that.
He wasn't that salty. It was just a case of oh god at the time. He still sticks around and all that. So it's good crack on at the end of the day.
Yeah, and as we could see, the whole process just absolutely drags. Here comes recovery. And to be honest, the only thing that was doing damage was the Spider against Save the Duck with Leech Life, which I was a bit surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, it's doing quite a bit of damage here. Arachnid's a weird set of it's like its stats kind of don't look impressive, but when you actually put it out on the field, it can do some real damage. I mean, it bulks out of Stockpile here. It could be any set. It could be max health, max attack, but then getting its bulk through the Stockpile, so it could be a little bit mixed all over.
Yeah, Save the Duck survives just a smidge of health. But as you can tell, the Toxics, the poisons are really starting to take the toll now on the Pokemon.
So it's a Toxic stall down because it's the way Toxic works is originally it's 1/16, 2/16, 3/16 over, whereas Poison it's 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and now Burn is 1/16, 1/16, 1/16.
Yep, and there comes another Shadow Ball, which does
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nothing. And then Leech Life again on the Polygon, which doesn't kill it, but it does put it in a bit of a bad position.
Yeah, it puts it in the range where Toxic can finally put it down, so there's one less stuck on the field.
Yep, and there's recovery again.
Yeah, so Pikamuki is an interesting Pokemon. Lore-wise, as I say, we were mentioning before, it throws out its own guts to fight and escape prey and all this. And another good thing, well, not really good thing, it doesn't learn any attacking moves, which is interesting, so it's going to be completely shut down by Taunt, but it probably looks like to me that thing probably gets Stealth Rocks. I can see Stealth Rocks recover Toxic. It'd be nice if this thing got Sticky Web, but that's kind of Shuckle's racket. Yeah. I don't think Shuckle would appreciate it.
And here's Mimikyu with the Sword Stance.
So finally a non-story mon here, so Mimikyu can essentially take the field now and start setting up. Cause, as I say, Mimikyu under a Sword Stance is pretty nasty, and everyone decides to ignore this Mimikyu, which is a strange play to be honest, looking back at this.
Yeah, but however, the damage from the Life Leech wasn't as bad as what I was thought it'd be, but then Toxic comes in to hit Mimikyu. Now this is something you might want to know, guys. If you burn or Toxic a Mimikyu, you can circumvent the whole disguise thing. So it's like if you don't want to smash it, but you want to poison it and hold off for a while, this is the way to do it.
It would be interesting. I'm thinking maybe you burn it, then maybe you set up it in its face instead of it setting up in yours. But I don't know how well that'd play out. Because even if you're at +6 on a burn, you're still at +3, and +3 can pretty much take out stuff.
Yeah. which unfortunately my polygon is really low, then play rough kills me.
Yeah, it's definitely from there. Probably, 90% chance to hit. It would have been nice for the miss, but you can't really rely on that, can you?
Yeah, now this is an unusual Z move. What the?
Just an unusual Z move here as everything blanks out.
Yeah, I agree. And then we have the thing called Z stockpile, which gives him 2 stockpiles instead of 1.
No, it does 1 stockpile. It increases the defense and special defense. Now he's stockpiled 2. But what it also gives in addition is full health.
Ah, so that's what else it does. So then Mimikyu gets leftovers, I believe.
Yeah, let's sit on Mimikyu. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. It delays the Toxic a bit, but I think Life Orb, especially if you're an attacking set, I run Citrus Berry on the bulk up for that initial increase in health. You're not too bulky to begin with, but after a bulk up, the Citrus Berry teams to work from there.
Then I bring out Death Star, which surprisingly I go into my shield form, which is a bit surprising because I'm surprised no one's actually attacked this, but then I use Power Gem.
It's a shame of what I would have done instead of going for the Power Gem, maybe getting away with a Shell Smash here, but unfortunately you do have a Mimikyu there, and a lot of Mimikyus do carry Shadow Sneak, so that's Mino's only kind of downfall here, but the super effective hits here.
Yeah.
Wow, that does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I'm alive by the scruff of my neck thanks to Focus Sash.
And the defense drop as well, that was a rough hit by that. I'm reckoning, after saying that damage, I'm reckoning max attack, max health, and using stockpile to give you that initial bulk for that arachnid set.
Yeah. Even though I stay alive, I use all the poisons take effect. Eventually I use Glint, but before that, I use Glint mode just to get rid of him, the arachnid, and break Mimikyu's disguise.
So shields down comes here. I do like the little animation for that, just literally kicks off its shields.
Yeah.
As you do have there the advantage now, because you are the fastest thing on the field. And I'm actually surprised you got that Dazzling Gleam off, because that Mimikyu set, most Mimikyus can be Shadow Sneak, and you would have been an easy kill, but maybe it's a bulky set, maybe it's not. There's a lot of ways you can run Mimikyu, and there's a lot of ways other people do run Mimikyu.
Yeah, but then Charcoal comes in and knocks me out.
Yeah, unfortunately you're pretty much down from there. Poor Mino can't really live up to that.
No, I couldn't recover from that, but I recall I had one more Pokemon left, which was... Oh no, did I have not any left? I can't remember. It's been a long time.
You do have one left. You've got that good old Demise kind of chilling out in the background. But unfortunately, you've been a ghost type and been very slow. Mimikyu being faster and had a lot of, attack increase. The poor, it's not looking good for you.
Yeah, it's not. And we got Mimikyu, the second one, unfortunately. There's too many Mimikyus.
Everybody loves Mimikyu, man. It's a popular one for a reason. So it won't die with draws, obviously. Ice wants to win this game by +3 at this rate because he hasn't been particularly picking up a lot of kills, but what he has been doing is letting Poison whittle everybody down, so he ends up winning this match with, what was it, 5? It was something ridiculous like that.
No, he didn't win the match. He didn't do any kills, because I checked it out again. He didn't do any kills. That smash you, thanks to all the sword dance and stuff.
All the sword dances, so we didn't stand a chance. You might be defensive, but you ain't that defensive.
Yeah, the Mimikyu, the one that has its head on the side, won the game for it.
It was interesting to see that Pokemon kind of used it. That's the only time I've ever seen that in a match, so maybe get to see it today on the single battle stream.
Yeah, we'll see. And Mimikyu dies to Blizzard.
So that's pretty much the match from there.
Yep, and that's it. And if you like the videos, please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you tune into my buddy's channel.
Aye, hopefully see you there.